The man every night before sleeping would scatter sand all around his bed, then he chained himself to the bed, and finally sealed the door cracks with tape. The reason he did all this was only to prevent himself from sleepwalking. He thought with all these measures he would never sleepwalk again, but when he woke up again, he found himself in the wilderness. His jaw was even dislocated. He had to endure the pain and force it back in place. Then he began to observe his surroundings. Suddenly a voice appeared in his mind. The voice told him to go back to sleep and give the body back to Mark. This shocked Stephen deeply. He instinctively reached into his pocket and found a golden scarab inside. Then he felt something approaching from behind. He whipped his head around but saw nothing. Behind him was only a small building. Stephen warmly greeted the people upstairs, but the strangers opened fire without a word. Stephen could only flee in panic, yet the two men kept chasing relentlessly. Stephen escaped all the way to a small town. He put on a hat to blend into the crowd. He thought he had finally escaped, but what happened next left him stunned. A man with a cane stepped out from the crowd. Everyone around showed him great respect. From the man's speech, Stephen realized some kind of ritual was about to be held. The man placed his cane in an old woman's hand. The cane began to sway strangely. Even the tattoo on her arm shook. When the swaying stopped, the tattoo turned from black to red. This meant she was a guilty person. The man immediately punished her. The old woman collapsed unconscious. At that moment, his followers came to report that a deal had gone wrong. Someone had stolen the golden scarab they needed, and that person was now hiding in the crowd. Hearing this, Harrow stood up and chanted loudly. The crowd all dropped to one knee. Only Stephen remained standing in shock, but Harrow did not attack. He only demanded Stephen hand over the golden scarab. Stephen intended to obey, but his body suddenly refused to move under his control. Harrow felt mocked. He ordered his men to seize Stephen, but suddenly Stephen's eyes shut and he lost consciousness. When he opened them again, everyone around had already fallen to the ground.